times. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So we are in the rūpāvacarakusalaṃ. So last week we nearly finished about the first jhana. So last Monday. So today we will finish up the first jhana and the Dhammasaṅgaṇīpāḷi, page number 44. Right? Page number 44. Paragraph number 160, 161. So in the 160 is about the what is first rūpāvacarakusalaṃ, okay, and the fourfold method. Paragraph number 160 is about the first rūpāvacarakusalaṃ, and also how to attain the first rūpāvacarakusalaṃ. So we have to keep one of the meditation object like a Bhattavī earth, pure earth. Sometimes they say earth disc. Maybe made earth circle or maybe rectangular. So in the container, sometimes we need to make a sort of container. So made of the earth. So we have to fill up with the earth, pure earth. If there is any grass or any plastic, we have to remove, take away. And also if there is any stone or whatever, we have to remove it. We have to remove from there. And also we have to keep pure earth as it is. And then we have to look at, okay, for a long time. And then take note. That's the earth, and so on. The purpose is to concentrate, okay, to keep our mind concentrated on the object without wavering, without going around, without letting go our mind to the another objects apart from the fixed object, that is what? Bhattavī or Buddha Nusati or whatever. So when we make it like this, when we try again and again, and in the very beginning we may feel, okay, we may not concentrate, but maybe gradually it will be easier for us to fix our mind on the object. So because since we are in the very beginning of this training, so we have to make use of the what? Vitakka is there. These are necessary tools. Vitakka, Vijara, Pīti, Sukha, and then Ekaggata. So these are necessary tools for the attainment of a jhana, first jhana. So then when the first jhana arises, then there will be how many citta? Then there you see Tasamain Samaye Paso Hodi Beyala Awikebo Hodi altogether 56 dhammas. Okay. As appear in the first Rūpāvacarakusalaṃ citta. Okay. they are here is abridged, abbreviated. So please understand that there are 556 dhammas. Okay, that dhamma, even though they are they naturally or originally have been in the Kamauchara plane, okay, but they also, how to say, have a they also have a chance to happen in the together with the Rūpāvacara Citta in the Kamauchara plane. Because the yogi or meditator is still in the Kamauchara plane, Kama existence, sensual existence. Okay, so when they are, when he or she is practicing meditation, when they die, he attain the first Rūpāvacara jhana, then there will be these 56 dhammas. Phasa Vedana Sanya, Chirana Ikagata, okay, something like that. Phasa Panchamaga Rati. And then there will be jhana fetters, the jhana rasi, and so on. So altogether 56 dhammas there will be. So then paragraph number 16, that therefore in the commentary, let me see in the commentary what he said at the end of first jhana. So the last paragraph of the page, first jhana on the page, paragraph on the Dhammasaṅgaṇī Atthakatha, page number, on the Athasalini Atthakatha, page number 213. 213, okay. Just the first paragraph on that page. So by that time, one dwells, a yogi dwells in the first Rūpāvacara jhana. There arise 56 dhammas. So, awake bohodi the ime kamavacara patama kusala chiti Buddha. So in a manner that has been mentioned in the Kamavacara Kusala Chitta. Padapati Badiya. So in the same order, okay, in the same order of the words. So it means Phasa Panchamaga Rasi first, and then it will be followed by the Jhana Rasi, Vidaka Vijara Piti, and also Indriya or Mega, and so on. So that is called Padapati Badiya. And then Chabana Sadhamma Hondi, there are 56 Dhammas. Cha 6 Banasa 50. Kevalang Hi De Kamavacara. Okay. Do De Kamavacara. Ime Bhumandara Vasena Mahagada Rūpāvacara. So here is Bhumandara, another existence. So by means of happening in another existence, they are called Mahagada. So since you are in America, then you will be called a US citizen, right? US. Then if you are in Myanmar, you will be called as a Myanmar, right? So like that. Bhumandara was saying, you are in these dhammas are in a different existence. That's why they are called Mahagada, and then Rūpāvacara. Mahagada, Mahanda Bhavangada, comparatively higher. Okay, comparatively higher Mahanda Bhava, Mahanda Gada. So reach to the comparatively higher stage. So that is maybe if we compare Rūpāvacara with the Kamavacara. Rūpāvacara is comparatively higher than the Kamavacara. So if we compare Lokutara and then with the Rupa. So Lokottara is comparatively higher or the highest. So that's why it is called Mahagata. And then Rūpāvacara, since they belong to, they are happening in the Rūpāvacara plane. So this Kamavacara, even though before they were Kamavacara, now they can be called the Rūpāvacara. That's Ayameta we say, so that is significant. Okay, this is here in this is the significance. Sesam dadisa meva. The remaining is the remaining can be understood as before. Yewa banaga panitha chanda dayo chattaro wa labandi. Okay, so before we have a what? Yewa banaga dhamma. I don't know. Do you still remember what are the Yewa banaga dhamma? Eh? What are the Yewa banaga dhamma? Mm. So Yewa banaga dhamma is the dhamma that are not included there. Okay, chanda. Okay, chanda, and then adhimokha, and then abhamanya, two abhamanya, and then three viradi. So also another, maybe altogether 9. 9 or 10. Do you still remember?
Nine,
Well,
Sayadaw.
9. Okay, what are they? Chanda.
Manasikara, Sayadaw.
Yeah, manasigara. And then
Adhimokha,
chanda,
Adhimokha, Sayadaw.
adhimokha.
Yeah.
And then
Tatra Machatata.
dada majadada. Right. So this 4. Chanda, manasigara, adhimokha, dada majadada. Okay, this 4. So these 4 are available. Okay, these 4 are available. That's why they say chanda dayo chattaro valabandi. Okay, we can have it only these 4: chanda, adhimokha, manasigara, and then tatra majadada. But the remaining are 3 viradi and then 2 abhamanya. They are not. Okay, because you already studied that abhamanya takes a sentient being as an object. Okay, that's why abhamanya cannot associate with the first jhana. Cannot write together with the first jhana. So first jhana take a batavi kasina or kasina object. Okay, abhamanya take sentient being object. And also sama sama vaja, sama kamanda, sama ajiva. These 3 they rise only in the case of abstaining from the or refraining from the wrongdoings. Okay, wrong either bodily action, verbal action, and the livelihood. But here the meditator is in a seclusion, not involving in the uh, bodily conduct or verbal or even in the livelihood. That's why we cannot take Viridi Abhamanya, okay, Viridi 3, Abhamanya 2, okay. But here we can take only 4. Chanda Deyo Jadaro Walavandi. So here also Kothasa Vara, Sonyada Vara, Bhagadiga Eva, okay, Bhagadi. Pagadi, it derived from the word Pagadi. Pagadika is derived from the word Pagadi. Pagadi means as it is, as naturally. So Pagadika, so as before, we can understand that Kothasa Vada in the Sunyata Vada. So what we have seen with the first paragraph. So if you see paragraph number 160, okay, very short you may think, but it is abridged form. So not all. So we can understand that. So under this Piyala, in this Piyala, we include so many pages. Okay, so many pages. So as we have, as the Buddha mentioned in the Pasama Kusala Jeta. So let me see. Abdu, where? Kotasa Wada, Sunyada Wada. Here. How many paragraph? Maybe first paragraph Abdu, the where? One, four, okay, 145. Okay. Whether 145 paragraphs. So 145 paragraphs, the Buddha explained the Pasama Kusala Jeta. So also here, inside the 160, okay, paragraph number 160, there you can understand that it includes altogether maybe about 145 paragraphs. Okay, so and also we can understand that in this paragraph it contains three sections. Okay, three sections. One is first is the Dhamma. What is it called? Dhammodesa Vada, and then Gotasa Vada, and then Sunyata Vada. Okay, the Buddha trying to analyze the Dhamma pertaining to the Rūpāvacarakusalaṃ Citta. Rūpāvacarakusalaṃ Citta. So collectively or individually, firstly the Buddha trying to explain in detail about the each nature of each word in the process. Okay, and then after that, collectively, Kotasa Vada means collectively. Okay, maybe there are 5 khandas, 2 ayanas, or something like that. So collectively explain Kotasa Vada. And then finally, the Buddha explained Sunyata Vada, emptiness. So there isn't. So the Buddha explained that these are the Dhamma, the process. Okay. So in Buddhism, especially in Abhidhamma, what the Buddha taught is not the substance. So we have to keep in mind that. So substance and process, we have two things. Okay, two points to understand, or maybe sometimes we can say two standpoint. Most of the people, they stand on the substance. They take substance. For example, I, he, she, human being, building, okay, car or road or country, and so on. These are substances. Okay, uh, maybe these are substances. They try to mostly they take substances. Substance. They take things as a substance. They try to find the existence of the substance. Okay, they try to understand this substance. But in the Abhidhamma, what the Buddha taught is uh, does does not end up with the substance, but it goes to the process. Okay, process, how the process arises. So here also you see in the paragraph number 160, there you see the process of the arising, the past Rūpāvacarakusalaṃ Citta. So in this process, 5 petals are to be abandoned, the 5 petals are to be associated, okay, to be developed. And also at the time, the dhammas, 56 dhammas rise together. 56 dhammas are right together with this. So this is just a process. The Buddha explained the process is there. There is no person. Okay, no I, no he, no she. And then that means sunyata. We just see, we are encouraged or asked to see what is the reality there. Okay, what is the reality? Reality is the process, not the substance. Okay, the empty, it is a lack of the substance. It means empty, sunyata vada. So every dhamma, maybe Pasama Kusala Jeta also the Buddha explained in great detail. The purpose is to understand the reality. Okay, the reality is the processing is there. Okay, not there is no any other substance that to be called as a human being or deva or whatever. But there is a process only. So with this purpose, the Buddha explained in great detail. Here also in the rūpāvacarakusalaṃ also the Buddha explained the same manner. Okay, but it is how to say abridged. Otherwise, it will be too large. The book, Dhammasaṅgaṇī book will be too big to carry. So that's why it is abridged. Yeah, but understood the way the doctrine, the doctrine, the doctrinal structure of the Dhammasaṅgaṇī. Okay, so otherwise the people may lose the sight of the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, the doctrine, because to finish one talk, it takes a long time. So you see, even in the Mahakusala Jeta, it takes 145 paragraphs. So much. So also here, maybe comparatively the same amount of how do you say, paragraphs are there. So only up to that point, we can understand that the doctrine of the Buddha came into end. Okay, came into completion. So only with this understanding we can know that this is the beginning of the teaching, the discourse. This is the middle, and then this is the end. Okay. Otherwise, as many people complain that Abhidhamma is a very if you read the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, you find it very boring. Okay, find no interesting point because maybe even after 10 pages you cannot you didn't find yet the conclusion. So the beginning, the intro and introduction and conclusion are so far far away from one another. That's why you lost the sight of the doctrine. You may lose the sight of the doctrine. So but don't lose. Okay, so in one talk it made up of the what? Three sessions: Dhammudesa, Kotasa, and the Sunyata session. And then the main purpose is what? To see the reality. In order to see the reality, okay, the reality is not a substance, but a process. Processing is there. So that point, if we understand that much, so we can be away from the wrong view. Okay, wrong view. We can abandon wrong view. Is sure because mostly we have a wrong view because we rely on the substances. Okay, we mostly rely on the substance. I or my or he or she or and so on, not on the process. Okay, if we see the process, or if we are able to see the process, there is nothing to be hold as I or my property and so on. So that is the way to end round view. So the Abhidhamma, the study of the Abhidhamma has such a benefit. Okay, if we understand. So otherwise we may lose the sight. Oh, Abhidhamma is like this. Maybe we cannot find the conclusion and so on. Actually, there is a conclusion. So some people they say, the Buddha, whatever the Buddha, whenever Sutta discourses, the Buddha preach, there is the beginning, the middle, the end. But here is a no like this. So they have a confusion regarding the Buddha's doctrine, whether it is the Buddha's doctrine or not. So here, but if you understand like that, then you can know that, oh, there is the beginning, the end, the middle, and the end. And then it is perfect in every perspective. Then we can safely assume that this is the Buddha's, real Buddha teaching, the teaching of the Buddha. So that is about the first jhana. And then what? Last time, last week, I happened to listen to Radha Sayadaw's talk. Radha Sayadaw, they are now, maybe last week he is spending time explaining about the Sammaditi Sutta. Okay, Sammaditi Sutta. Sammaditi Sutta discourses what? Uh, uh, right view. Okay, the discourse on the right view and the Majjhima Nikaya. Sayadaw explained maybe 4 or 5 thoughts about the Sammaditi. Very interesting, but it is in Myanmar, so Myanmar people can listen. So there, interesting point is that Sayadaw explained what Sammadeti people mostly translate the Sammadeti as a right view or right understanding, uh, and then Sayadaw point out that in the commentary. Their commentator does not use the word right, but what the commentator uses is that sobhana deity, samma deity, sobhana, like usobhana, right? Usobhana means what? Beautiful, right? Sobhana, beautiful, beautiful. Then another meaning commentator interpret is that basatha deity. Okay, Sobhana deity, Pasatha deity, something. Pasatha means praiseworthy, and the Dhamma which is worthy to be praised. Praiseworthy view, so like that. So Sayadaw said, so yeah, in the commentaries there is no mention about the word right, but the Sobhana deity or Pasatha deity. And then furthermore, Sayadaw explained that uh, he trying to he assumed that even though it is a right, what you have to be cautious is that every right thing is not good. Okay, maybe whatever is a right, maybe certain thing which is right, but it may not produce, may not be productive for the goodness, right? So that's why Sayadaw don't. I think he is not so much an agreement with the translation of the right understanding. Okay, to the word Samma deity. Okay, Vasovana deity, Pasatha deity, something like that. He prefer. But but in my understanding. right view is used in comparison with the wrong view. Samadhi is used in comparison with the wrong Michadeti. So Micha is in the comparative language we can understand that if something is wrong, then another thing is right. So in this sense, the Michadeti is interpreted as a wrong view, and then Samadhi is as a right view. So maybe translation is from the different perspective. So they trying to choose. That's it just for your information regarding the Samadhi. So let's go to the Dutiya Jhana. Okay, paragraph number Dhammasaṅgaṇī, paragraph number where? 161. Okay, page number 44. Paragraph number 161. Okay. Katame dhamma kusala yasmai samaye rūpāvacarakusalaṃ magam bhavedi. This is the same. Different point is coming here. Vidaka vijarana upasama. Okay, vidaka vijarana upasama. Ajadam sambasadanam cedaso eko divavam. Okay, ajadam sambasadanam cedaso eko divavam. Avidagam avijaram samadhi jan piti sukham dudiyam jana upasambaja viyarati pathavi kasinam. Like that. So Dutiya Jhana, Rūpāvacarakusalaṃ Magam Bhavedi, it means is already explained. Maga does not mean the path, okay, but the way. uh, even though for the attainment of the Rūpāvacarakusalaṃ Jhana, the Buddha used the word mega, okay, mega. So simple meaning is ordinary meaning the way, okay, the way to the jhana, the jidana, and its associated dhammas, they are called the mega here. Mega and Bhavedi develop that kind of path for the uh, for the for the rebirth in the Rūpāvacarakusalaṃ plane. So the way to develop is what? Vidaka Vijarana Upasama. So please keep in mind that in that case the yogi is already yogi already attained the first jhana. Okay, he is a master. Okay, he already practiced mastery in the first jhana, Vasibhavan. And then, since he practices so much, okay, his meditation is mature enough. Then also he spent a lot of time in meditation, so concentration meditation. So whatever object he want. So without Vitaka and Vichara, he can, okay, without using Vitaka and Vichara, these two have been very useful tool for the attainment of the first jhana, because as a beginner in the meditation, so he has to use this kind of useful tools, Vidaka and Vichara, to fix our mind on an object. But in the case of the Dutiya Jhana, when he want to go further, okay, go higher than the first jhana, so all the time, if he started from the very beginning by using Vidaka and Vichara, he may not reach to the higher one. So he will be stuck in the where? In the first jhana. That's why for the attainment of the second jhana, Vidaka Vichara become an obstacle. Okay, obstacle. That's why they have to be abandoned. They have to be removed. They have to be overcome. So that's why Vidagas Vicharana Upasamadi Vidaga Saja Vicharasa Jadi Imesan Dvaina Upasama. Upasama is explained as a what? Samadhikma. Okay, some samadhikama is a sum plus ati plus a kamu. The root kamu is a to go. The definition of the root kamu is a very, very beautiful. So in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī Sangha, they say Dhammasaṅgaṇī, they say what? Kamu badawi kebe, badawi kebe. Bada means a food. Wikeba means a spreading or stretching out the leg. Okay, that is called badawi keba. Kamu badawi kebe can, yeah, that is a kamu. Kamu means it means to go. Samadhi kama means to some atik kama to go beyond. Okay, to go beyond the Vidyaka Vijara. So you have to skip Vidyaka and Vijara. If we want to attain the second jhana, one thing we have to very importantly, we have to do is what? We have to skip. Okay, we have to skip with the application of the Vidyaka Vijara. Mostly in the in the meditation practice, we traditionally we apply, we try to use Vidyaka and Vijara, but in this case, for the attainment of the second jhana, we have to skip the formal procedure. Okay, the formal procedure is that we have to focus our mind on the object. We have to what? Blind our thought on the object. Okay, that the Vidyaka, and then we have to try to sustain to remain our mind on the object for a long time. So Vijara. This is a formal procedure. Okay, but for the attainment of second jhana, we have to skip. We have to go beyond this two. So, and then Dudaya jhana kani abadu bhawa di hobdan hodi. The meaning is in the moment of the second jhana, Vidyaka Vijara does not arise. Padu bhavam. Padu bhava. Padu bhava. In Myanmar we got ten sha phit de, ten zwa phit de. So become obvious. So abadu bhava means not, it does not become obvious. Okay, it is an obvious. So Tata here commentator continue to say Tata kincha vi dutaya jhani sabbebi prathama jhana dhammasaṅgaṇī. So actually in the dutaya jhana moment, as I explained you before, these are processing. Okay, the first jhana itself is also not a substance but a process. Second jhana also just a process going. So the processing is there. So we are already in the second jhana processing. So whatever dhamma that belongs to first jhana already no more, no there, no longer there. They are no longer in the second jhana moment. Anyi yewahi patama jhani pasadayo anyi ida. So whatever the dhamma, yewabanaka or brahmanasa dhamma, 56 dhamma or 9 dhamma, okay, or 4 dhamma, that belongs to first jhana is one thing. And then the dhamma that belongs to the second jhana is another. Okay, Anyi ida. Olarika sabana, olarika sa angasa samadhikama. Patama jhana do parisam dudaya jhana dina adhikamo hodi. Okay, olarika, gross feathers. The Vidyaka Vijara is said to be gross feathers. Okay, so going beyond or skipping the gross feathers or the past jhana, and then what happened? And then we got the feather jhana feathers that became more subtle. Okay, more subtle, more soft and tender. And then Dutiya Jhana Dina more. So this Dutiya Jhana attainment. Attainment of this jhana happened iti divanatan in order to show that Vidaka Vijarana Upasamadi Edan Wodan di Viridaba. It should be understood that the word Vidaka Vijarana Upasama is said in order to mention that in order to mention the attainment of the second jhana by overcoming the gross fetter of the first jhana. Okay, so that is the point. Why Gomanita is explained why the Buddha mentioned Vidaka Vijarana Upasama. So not only Vidaka Vijara are overcome, okay, but also any other Dhamma that belongs to the first jhana already overcome. But regarding the Vidaka Vijara, it's more significant. So it becomes an obstacle. If we stay to use, if we keep on using Vidaka Vijara, it becomes an obstacle for the attainment of the second jhana. That's why it should be totally abandoned. So that's why, and then another word explanation is Ajadandi Ida Niyaka Jadam Devedam. So I think in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, Ajadika Tika, okay, Tika explanation on the Tika. So Dhammasaṅgaṇī is, as you know, made up of the Tika, Tuka, and the Suddhantika, Tuka. Okay. Mostly Tika and Tukas are explained in very much detail. Suddhantika, Tuka is just a little bit explanation. So the point I like to tell you is here. So before the Dhammasaṅgaṇīpāḷi, there is the brief explanation of the Tika and the Dukkha, right? 22 Tika and then 100 Dukkas explanations are there. So in the Tika, among the Tika, one of the Tika is what? Ajatika Tika. Okay? Ajatika Dhamma, Bahira Dhamma, Veda Dhamma, Ajata Veda Dhamma, something like that. So in that explanation, there, if you may refer back, and there is about page number 80, around 80 and 90, between 80 and 90. So they have mentioned about the Ajatika. So the Buddha Gomanita explained that the Ajatika has maybe four different kinds of Ajatika. Ajata, Jada, okay, Ajata, and then Gochara Jada, Niyaka Jada, okay, something like that. Yeah, among these four, in this connection, the word the Buddha uses the word Ajadan, Sambasadanam. So we have to take only Niyaka Jada, okay, not the other Ajata, Jada. So Ajata Jada means what? 6 internal bases, they are called Ajata Jada, like eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Okay, these 6 internal bases are called Ajata Jada. But here is a Niyaka Jada we have to take. Niyaka Jada here, Adani Jadam, Adano Sandani, Nibadan, Yamiwa Ato. So something happened within oneself, internally happened. So that is a Niyaka Jada. So here, with the commentator trying to explain, Ajada means Niyaka Jada, not other Ajada. So, and then continue to say, Sambasadana, di Sambasadana, Ojati, Saddha.
Sayadaw.
Madam?
Yes, may I have like 2 questions?
Yeah.
So the first question is, So the case of the word Vupasama, that is the ablative case, Sayadaw?
Yeah, ubasama, yeah.
It's ablative case, Sayadaw.
Mhm.
Okay. And then the next question is in the commentary. So I don't know if it is a typo or maybe on my side, but here I see Ola Rikasa Pana Ola Rikasa Engasa. So why we have two words Ola Rikasa? It happens twice. What does it mean, Sayadaw?
Olariga. Interesting. Interesting. Right. Yes, there are maybe in the Bali literature, if we use one word twice, okay. Sometimes we use the word twice. There are maybe there are two or three reasons, right? Which are the sometimes we want to say emphatic, okay, emphatic structure. In English, also like that. If we want to emphasize something, then we have to use the word twice or something. So sometimes because of the afraid of the something, something like what a snake. Okay, so that is also because of we feel afraid. Mm. So, but here in this case, I think it is a kind of emphatic structure. Okay, not much different meaning, but all want to emphasize the cross feathers uh, that pertain to the first jhana. Okay, in the first jhana, they are vidaka vichara. Okay, sometimes that way also we can take it. Okay, the important point is want to emphasize.
I see. Okay, thank you, Sayadaw.
Mm. Another way, what you can think is what vidaka and vichara to abandon. Okay, vidaka also olarika, vichara also olarika. uh, so here some let's go to and continue to where sampasadanam ajadam sampasadanam sampasadana ojati saddha pasada. Pasada means you are very familiar with the word pasada, cheku pasada, soda pasada, and so on, right? Sensitivity, very clear. Uh, Actually, pasada here regarding our sensitivities, uh, the actual explanation is that Buddha pasada, okay? Buddha pasada. Buddha means a Mahabuddha, great element. Pasada means what? Clarity or clarity or the great elements. So our sensitivities, eye, ear, nose, tongue, and body, uh, they are said to be very clear. Actually, they are made up of the for Mahabuddha, right? They are Buddha, derived from the Buddha. These Buddhas are significantly clear, okay, in our eye, in our ear, in our nose, tongue, and the body sensitivity. They are significantly clear, okay, so that they can they can accept the object, whatever come into contact with this. So that's why it is called Kamaja Buddha Basada. Okay, Basada. Because they are born of the karma. Okay, they are born of, they are produced by the karma. So that is materiality, material sensitivities. So also our mind, in uh, our mind, as you all know that Pabasara Midam, Chidam, something like that, right? Our mind is very bright, naturally bright nature. But Aganduge Ubagilese, because of the visitors, because of the incoming mental defilements, they are defined. So that's the nature. We are to be defined. Our mind is to be defined by the defilements, mental defilements. At the same time, we have to purify our mind. Okay, that purification of our mind is called saddha, the mind purity of the mind. That can saddha can make our minds pure, clear. That's why it is called sampasadana. Is that can make that can cleanse our mind. So without saddha, we will not practice or we will not study, right? So sampasadana is sampasadana ojati saddha. Sampasadana here means saddha, faith or conviction in the triple gem, or faith or clarity of the mind. Sampasadana yoga do jhanam be sampasadana. Since the jhana associated with the saddha, saddha is a beautiful consciousness, a beautiful mental concomitant among the 19 beautiful universal mental concomitants. So that's why it is associated with all kinds of rūpāvacarakusalaṃ, kamavacarakusalaṃ, mahakusala, kamavacarakusalaṃ, sovana citta, and so on. So that's why here jhana, second jhana, that jhana is associated with the sampasadana, saddha. That's why this jhana is also called the sampasadana. This is a kind of a upachara, figurative speech. Okay, figurative speech. Or sometimes we can say what the metaphorical explanation with the metaphor they explain. Something like what? Nila Vana Yoga or Nila Vatan Viya. Okay. So we dyed a cloth with the blue color. Okay. With the blue color. So that's why that cloth is said to be called what? A blue color cloth. Nila Vata. Okay. Nila Vata. So the same thing, naturally or originally, the cloth is just a cloth, not a nila. But because of the being dyed with the blue color, it is said to be nila water. So also here, danjana sampasadana samana gadada vidaka vichare ko bahuba samanena ja. Jedo sambasadayati. Okay, that's a mabi sambasadanam. So this what is sampasadana is analyze. Okay, what analysis of the sampasadana is giving? Find the commentator. Sambasadayati di sampasadanam. Okay, it cleans. Okay, it cleans. Cleans what? Clean the mind. Jedo. Okay, it cleans the mind by doing what? By quenching, by subsiding. Okay, by subsiding vidaka and vichara. Disturbance of the vidaka vichara. Okay, by it subside or it remove the disturbance, koba, something like a koba, the word Pali word the koba means, not koma, but the koba. Koba is a what? Something that disturb. Okay, whatever disturb. So that's a called kovadi. So vidaka vijara also become a kind of disturbance for the attainment of second jhana. Then we have to what? We have to get rid of. Okay, we have to subside vidaka and vijara. So because of this removal of the vidaka vijara, so our mind become a more no longer agitated. Okay, so if Vidyaga is there, our mind is running here and there. Okay, our mind will be running one object to another. Okay, and it takes a time to go surveying by surveying the object. An object, uh, it takes time to survey, goes around, maybe trying to look at from the different perspectives. So, like a researcher, trying to look at the thing, one thing, but from the different perspectives. So it takes a long time, it cannot make a progress. So, so in this way, the mind become agitated if there is influence of the Vitaka Vijara. So, in order to abandon this kind of condition, what Vitaka Vijara is no longer used. That's why, without Vitaka Vijara, the Chitta, the consciousness become clear, become clear, okay, become very pure, very bright. Okay, that's called samsadhana. That's why in the jhana moment, without the jhana, without vidyaga vichara is said to be samsadhana, very clear condition. In this analysis, samsadhana jeta so the evam bada sambando viridabo. So here, samsadhana jeta so. And then egodi bhavam. We have this three word, sambasadana, chedaso, and then egodi bhavam. Three words are there. So according to this explanation, we have to join, we have to connect the word sambasadana to the word chedaso. Okay, chedaso sambasadana. So, and also in the following explanation, you will see Chedaso Egodi Bhavan also. So, Chedaso Samsadana, Chedaso Egodi Bhavan. According to this explanation, here Samsadana means jhana that clear, that clarifying the mind. Okay. So, if we interpret like this, if we follow this interpretation, then we have to take we have to translate samsadhanan jetaso or jetaso samsadhanan like that. Pada sambando veditabo purima samimbana atta vikabbe jetaso di edan ego di bhawe na saddhain yojitabam. Okay, in another way of interpretation, the word jetaso should be joined together with the should be joined in interpret with the word ekodi. Okay, Jeta so ekodi bhavam. Okay, so that is something about the Dutiya jhana. So Dutiya jhana is said to be more, how to say, more sublime than the first jhana because of the uh, vidyaga, no vidyaga and no vichara. No vidyaga, no vicharas are there. So the mind without vidyaga vichara, so if they are able to establish on the object, that's much more appreciated. Okay, so the mind without vidyaga vichara, that become a very bright, and also that become egoti bhavam. Okay, egoti bhavam. So before samadhi is together with the help of the vidyaga vichara. Now vidyaga vichara no more. So because they are disturbances. So in that case, the samadhi remain alone. Okay, eka. So eka samadhi remains alone. So when it become alone, it become a more higher, more brighter, more sharp, sharper concentration. So that's why it is called what ekodi. Okay, ego sitto hodoa udhedi. Okay, that's why ekodi. So please try to continue to read about the Dutiya Jhana. Thank you for listening. That's all for today.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
So,
Thank you very much, Sayadaw.
Thank you very much.
Buddha Sasanam Jiram Dejadu. Buddha Sasanam Jiram Dejadu. Buddha Sasanam Jiram Dejadu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Sayadaw.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Take care.
Thank you, Sayadaw.